Hi, you've reached Prophetess Chastity Daniel with the Prophetess Thought of the Day. And my thought for today is go for yourself. So in Mark 10, verses 46 through 52, for your edification, I'm just going to skim over it. We see Jesus came into Jericho with his disciples. There was a whole lot of people. And blind Bartimaeus was a beggar. That's what he did for a living. He begged, and he was blind. Um, says when he heard that Jesus of Nazareth was around, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me. Well, the people that were around him were telling him to be quiet for whatever reason. Hold your peace. But he cried even more, even louder. He cried out, Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. It says that Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called to him. They called the blind man, saying, be of good comfort, rise, he calls you. So Jesus had asked him, what do you want me to do for you? And so the blind man said, Lord, I want to receive my sight. Now, how many of you know when God asks you a question, he already knows the answer? But for whatever reason, he wants us to use our voice. And so Jesus said, go your way, your faith has made you whole. Immediately, blind Bartimaeus received his sight, and he followed Jesus in the way. Here's the thing, and you can read it for your own edification. It's Mark 10, 46 through 52. Here's the thing. One thing to note in this passage is that the people at no other point stopped Bartimaeus. He was a beggar. They didn't tell him to stop begging or anything like that. But the day that he saw Jesus and he was crying out for his deliverance, crying out for his healing, we see that they tried to stop him. They tried to intervene and say, leave him alone. Leave Jesus alone. Don't cry out. Hold your peace. Isn't that so like people? You know, when I was out here and I was acting a fool regularly, I say I was working for the devil because many of you are working for the devil. Because if you haven't received Jesus Christ, by default, you belong to the devil. You are working for him. Whatever you're out here doing, that is not of God. So when I was cussing people out, fighting, ready to do all this different thing, you know, acting up, getting drunk, falling out, etc., etc., there was never anyone around me that said, Chastity, it don't take all that. Chastity, you need to stop doing that. Oh, don't do that. Oh, be quiet. Don't, oh, you too loud. Oh, you know what? You don't need to fight. You know, walk away. Leave it alone. There was never anyone doing that. They were encouraging the bad behavior and laughing. But you get in God and those same people will tell you, it don't take all that. You don't need to do all that. You don't have to go to church every Sunday. Larry, why you pray so much? You pray about everything. But when Larry was doing things that were not of God, no one intervened. The same people didn't intervene. When it comes to the things of God and trying to press into Him and trying to find out who am I in God, because we all have a purpose, we all have an assignment, a calling that will glorify God. In doing that, you will have people who will try to stop you, block you, hinder you. And it's really Satan. It's the spirit behind it is demonic. And he will use your mom, he'll use your dad, he'll use your husband, your wife, whoever he can use to discourage you, to cause you to turn back, to try to shut you up like they did blind Bartimaeus. Shh. Go for yourself. Many times you have to go for yourself. As he did, he stepped out on his own. He continued to call out, to cry out, even when they said, be quiet. You have to be persistent. You have to have tenacity when it comes to the things of God. If you're a person that gives up easily, that runs away easily, well, I guess it just wasn't for me. Oh, well, Michael won't go with me. I guess I just won't go to that men's conference. You can't wait on other people. You have to go for yourself. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep moving. You have to keep speaking. You have to keep doing. You have to keep pursuing. And many times you will have to go for yourself. Have a blessed day.